Easter Island is situated 4,000 kilometers west of the coast of Chile and 3,800 kilometers to the east of Tahiti. Rapa Nui legend records that in the year 500 AD, a great king, Hotu Matua, landed and established a colony.
People very often ask me, what did the island look like when Hotu Matua arrived?
Staring forever inward, as though all life existed solely on this one island, the magnificent stone-carved moai are among the world's most recognized icons.
Los moai representa a familia.
Every moai represents a whole family, which was always in a village about 150 to 200 meters in front of the ahu. In the Rapa Nui language, it's called Aringaora, the ones who represent the living face.
The reason the moai looks towards the land is to protect the people, to protect them spiritually, to help you understand. But the bottom truth is that the moai represents people, and these people they lived at one time. They were leaders of the island at one time, and from time to time, they protected the people that lived in front of them.
For centuries, people assumed the island had always been barren. But if that were so, how could the statues have been moved without ropes or sleds? New research suggests that the island was once forested and that the decline of the forests might be linked to the early development of the island. Love's research, and that of other scientists, shows traces of a once verdant landscape and developed agriculture. It also confirms that it was the Rapa Nui people who constructed the moai and who were the creators of these massive sculptures. But how were the statues moved? What technology did Rapa Nui people employ? Where were the statues carved, and what implements were used? The statues were carved at the central quarry, Rano Raraku, before being moved to their ceremonial sites. Many unfinished pieces remain, each a testament to a distant culture. Island legend tells how the moai walked from the quarry to the ahu. It's a belief that Charlie Love has found could well be based on fact.
There have been 3 different experiments to try and move a moai, a replica, along any surface at all. The first was Pavel, who moved an 8-ton statue by rocking it from side to side, refrigerator-style method, and moving it forward. His experiment on the island moved a 9-ton statue about 4 meters, that's about 12 feet or so, forward, and it took him all day, and a lot of coordinative effort. My students and I used another method. Moving a statue vertically, we put him on 2 long logs, rabbited him in, and then moved the whole contraption on rollers. It took 25 people and 1 rope to move this 9-ton statue 132 feet. That's roughly 40 meters. We did it in 2 minutes. Joanne Van Tilburg tried a 3rd method. Having a statue prone, placed on a wooden sledge, she skidded it along with ropes and a few pry bars, using 65 people to move it about 100 feet. And then, in 2000, I discovered something that would put all of these methods in doubt.
Excavating.
And inside the contraption with the statue on it, and then have a number of us push down using the curbstones as a fulcrum. Not only do we lift slightly the contraption, but if we pull it, then like a reverse oar, we move the handle and the contraption forward. Another possibility, with the post holes that we have, if we insert posts in them, maybe only this high, and somewhere in this zone along both sides of the curbstones, what would happen if we took the same hardwood long pole, attach it to the contraption, and use the fence post as the fulcrum? Again, pulling this thing, and the whole contraption is winched forward like this.
Charlie Love's theorizing was just one example of how local legend can provide clues to the past. Since no evidence of actual eyes had ever been found, for years people assumed setting the eyes in place must refer to the process of hollowing out the eye sockets. In 1979, a Rapa Nui anthropologist made an extraordinary discovery at Anakina Beach.
En noviembre del año 79.
In November 1979, we discovered here 2 fragments that made up a moai's eye. Before that, we discovered many different fragments, but they were very small, and we always thought they were some kind of artifact used for some other purpose. We never thought they were the eyes of the moai until we found bigger pieces, almost whole eyes.
Y fuimos.
We turned over a head that we had found very close to the eye, and we tried. And I was really thrilled to see this enormous person's face with eyes. This was something very, very special to all of us.
The most important thing about having found the eyes is that finally we knew that the moai actually had eyes.
For about 1,000 years after Hotu Matua, a peaceful, productive, and flourishing society prospered on Easter Island. From the king on down, each islander knew their place in the social order, and the island supplied all their needs. During this tranquil period, many customs evolved into a unique expression of Rapa Nui culture, such as kai kai. Although it resembles the children's string game, Cat's Cradle, kai kai is really the traditional way islanders remember their history, through chants and legends.
They started out with small statues, but they got larger and larger, and it looks like they shifted from ancestral worship to competitive ancestor worship. So as the statues got larger, they also got top knots, and it gets more and more expensive to erect these.
Even as the last few trees were being cut down, bigger and bigger moai were begun. In a corner of the quarry, hidden from easy view, hides a secret moai. Rarely seen by outsiders, this is the most extreme example of Rapa Nui carving ever attempted. The locals call it Te Tokanga, which...
We have half a dozen other places in the quarry where we see exactly the same thing happening.
Across the island, intertribal warfare erupted. The old social order disintegrated into anarchy overnight. The scores of carvers dropped their tools and scattered. Dragging crews, too, fled as if in fear for their lives, leaving completed moai hastily discarded at the side of the road, several kilometers from their destination.
The mounting tensions